Hey, Mr. Random Pop Culture News Freak here, one looking at game, Mr. MannyTendoWolverine. As always, you guys are renting introductions and introductions towards this channel. My social media links, such as Twitter X, BShoot, Brady on Odyssey, Instagram, all that good stuff, what have you. Be sure to like the video, comment on it, share it, and of course hit the bell notification if you really care about my stuff. Subscribe to my to my channel, to my humble about. Anyways, my friends, yeah. TRON Ares official trailer. I gotta give credit to my boy, as always, Gore, the freaking movie guy. A couple other people on Twitter X too, but I don't remember their names that well, so unfortunately, gotta give my massive, huge credit to freaking Gore and a couple other people. But he's the one I usually see the most. So if anything's trending, I feel like reacting to, if I'm gonna like it or if I'm gonna dislike the hell out of it. Who knows? Anyways, without bullshit, installing and stuttering. There's another one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do a reaction on it because I only got like 56 gigs in my freaking. Actually, no. I only got like 8 more gigs of freaking memory for my phone. So if I don't do it today, which is Sunday, it'll probably be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, maybe when that video comes out. Maybe all the way Saturday. And you know, I'm just gonna spoil it now. It's Fast Furious Part 10, Fast Furious X, the second part that they didn't show yet. So I'm definitely gonna do a reaction on that one. There's still that other one, the same people that made the Digital Circus cartoon. I forget it's called. I was gonna call it Toxic District, the Gaslight District. I really want to do a reaction on that one, man. So 100%, be prepared. Bet your ass I'm doing a freaking reaction on that shit. Hell to the fuck yes, I'm doing it. Because anything they make or whatever Vizzy Pop makes for like Hell of Boss here, Hasbin Hotel, which I don't even know if she's still gonna keep making anything for Hasbin Hotel. I think she's probably done with that forever. But Hell of a Boss, I could see her still maybe doing another season, maybe. It depends on whatever Viviana Mirando says, aka Vivzy Pop, whatever she wants to do. Or the other one, Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. That one, I would love to see a whole season of that now. That shit looks pretty badass. I know it was like late January or February and they did it. I didn't do it almost like a month later in March or 2 weeks later. But if there's ever a freaking whole show to that, please, to the person that created that show, if you did 12 or 15 episodes of that, I would react to every single one, honestly. Because the way she did the full animation for, like, not the full animation, well, she did do full animation, but, like, she didn't have it finished. She only had, like, 10 or 25, 30 seconds of, you know, high definition, color HD, 21, 4K, 8K Ultra animation finished. Well, most of it was mainly just, like, rough drafts of drawings and rough drafts of, like, animation. If there's ever a full animation, I would totally react to that. So the creator and the artist that created that, please. And I went through her older channel. She was a real huge Pokemon and Digimon fan back in the day, which was pretty badass. That's cool. I think she was like a big Avatar fan too. Not the Avatar that James Cameron did, but the other Avatar does like that Nickelodeon show, Avatar and Legend of Korra. So I'm not surprised she's a fan of Legend of Korra, because obviously I don't want to put assumptions on African American people, but I know she's black, so don't be surprised. That's probably the reason she liked Korra a lot. I know she sticks more in that whole LGBTQIA, they, them, gender pronouns, non-binary shit that I really can't fucking stand the hell out of, but that's her life. As long as she does good animations, I won't fucking mind at all. Whatever. Anyways, TRON Ares 3, 2, 1, go. I got 5 different bits of news to do. Like I said, that one, if I don't have the Fast Furious X 10 Part 2, if it's not out by Monday or Tuesday, it's probably gonna be Saturday or Friday. We'll see. Alright, installing. Should be still recording. Alright, let's really jump into it. I know I'm not really crazy about Jared Leto being there. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a continuation from the one from 2010, but they showed that old senior dude that was in the Big Lebowski, Kurt Russell. He was gonna be in it, so it might be a continuation, or it might be a spin-off. It's from Disney, so I hope I don't get claimed or God forbid strike. Let's go.
120 miles per hour, last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
Here we go.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
Oh, God. This October. Honestly, I'm getting scared. Oh shit, here we go. Oh, I remember that. Whoa. Oh, I wanted to go into butterfly. Is that the thing crazy? Oh shit.
Ready?
It's probably Jared Leto's character here, but it's the rest of it. Of course, Illuminati.
Because there's no going back.
He sold out. Music NIH. Oh, that's it. Alright, so I listened to that Alana Pierce shit. I don't know how any of the other people are, but it kind of looks like Alana Pierce. Oh no, it's just like that chick Susie Liu. I'm be surprised she still does a lot of anime reactions. I remember that was back in the day when I used to be subscribed to that fool Germany, the fool that's on like political commentary now. The cartilage, as I like to call him. Even though it's fucked up to say that, but placaning the corridor. It's funny because I remember in 2014 to 16, I actually used to like listening to that shit. Off topic real quick, but I used to like listening to stuff, and then in 2018, 19, you started getting all politicized. And I was like, that's not the reason I subscribed to him. By the time 2020 came around, I was like, I don't know, I'll give him another year, and he still keeps talking about political bullshit topics. I'm not gonna fucking care no more. So he just fucked right off to me. I'm sorry. If any of you guys like that, and cool. And it's the man himself, Mr. Hamlin. I doubt if you're going to watch this video, but if you do stumble upon it, I don't have no hatred to you. Don't worry. I'm not going to go to a Gen Con and punch you in the back of the head like what that other asshole piece of shit did to you. Extremely uncalled for. I don't condone violence. Don't worry. I'm halfway on the other side of the country. Alright, like, I forget now. He's not in Minnesota. He's in Wisconsin. I know that. And I'm out here in Nevada, so... There's no reason to even do that. Plus, he's old enough to be my older. He's like 40, 43, or 45. I don't know. But yeah, enough of that bullshit, man. Real thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, and vibes and pins they have in this shit. My hot takes on it. This is like I said the first few times. I know the dude got his start from like that mid-late 90s, early mid-2000s. I don't know what type of rock they were. I think he started from 30 Seconds to Mars as like a music artist. I know the dude's 100 billion%. He is. And no offense to anyone that likes him. If you guys are grown-ass adults in your mid-late 30s, early mid-40s, even early 50s, you remember the man what 30 Seconds to Mars is. Unless you were Gen Z or you were too little to remember what 30 Seconds to Mars was, that's where that dude Jared Leto got to start. I don't know if the other four sold out. But the dude, he's straight up a Satanist. He's a massive, in my opinion. I feel like it's fact more than opinion for me personally, but it's opinionated. But the dude, he's a mega Freemason Illuminatus, bro. Because he always has like really dark, evil. I would not want to be around that dude at all. That dude, in my opinion, he worships a lot of Baphomet, satanic, Freemason, devil worshipping, occultic shit. Like, he's a part of that group. I mean, you saw it with the all-seeing eye, where it goes, psh, and he opens it. That's a common trope that everything in Hollywood, movies, and music does it all the time, so I'm not even surprised about that. That's why I never really liked him that much. Unfortunately, I'm not even surprised Keanu Reeves does that too, but I love the crap out of Keanu Reeves, but it's a shame if he ended up selling out too. Same with a lot of these people that wanted money and fortune and fame. Like, it's a good thing to have it. Trust me, it's probably the coolest thing in the world to have billions and millions and trillions of dollars just coming at you all the time. But to do the stuff that they allegedly were doing, like, they were probably doing some worse stuff than P. Diddy shit. Like, I knew way back, even 2009, 2010, way back then, before 2023 or 2021, mainstream media made it a big deal. It's like, oh my God, P. Diddy's a legend. He has these EX occult, he's a part of the EX trafficking things, and he did the baby woman. I heard about that way before that mainstream media started talking about it. So it was only a matter of time before the dude was gonna get caught. But I guarantee you, the shit that they do, oh Lord, And this is somebody that's not a part of that thing. Thank God, I will never want to be. I don't care if they gave me all the money in this freaking planet. I will still. I know I sound like a fool and idiot to some people that weren't raised in a Christian household church like how I was, but if you weren't, I feel bad for you, man. You're just a lost sheep, sadly. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm just saying you just get right with the man upstairs instead of the one downstairs. If you catch my drift. I'm trying to be a religious pastor either. I'm just saying. Like, because this life is very short, man. It's like you're here one day, the next day you might not be here ever again. And that's not me, I'm giving unaliving threats to certain people, so. No. I'm just saying, that's, like, you'll be lucky if you're 80, 90, maybe 100-plus-year-old person, which most people barely even get it to 100. Unless it was the old boomers that were raised in, like, the 1910s to 1930s, that never ate junk food in their entire life, and they live up to 105, 110, 12 years old, sometimes in super rare cases, 114. Like, I know for a fact I ain't living up that long. I'd be lucky if I even get to 60. But anyways, yeah, it's a sad thing, bro. It really is. And that's something going on top of it. Getting back to the TRON thing, though. The music sounds alright. I don't know if it's going to be those two that they did in 2010. Daft Punk. I don't know if Daft Punk's going to be the one making the music this time like they did the first time. Or if it's going to be that other dude. I don't know if it was... Oh, speaking of which, another one that was a sellout. Russell Brand. I don't know if I want to talk about that one. That only happened like 2 weeks ago. So I may or may not talk about that drama. But... Because I'm not sure if YouTube even backs him up anymore or not. So... Maybe on my third backup channel I'll probably do it. Or my backup website channel. I might do a rant video about it if I remember to do it. Yeah, he got caught with EX allegations on him too. Which I ain't surprised. But anyways, yeah, and he's got the fucking gall to call himself a truther, bro. That fool ain't no truther, bro. He sold out to all of those evil, in my opinion, he did. I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm more right than wrong. That fool's a mega sellout. And then he's gonna start preaching about this new agey shit and mythology and all this other stuff that's like some scary, evil eldritch demon shit, and he's making it into a good thing. That fool's got people fooled so bad that I feel bad for his followers, man. Straight up. Don't believe anything that fool says. Anyways, really, it's for real now. Bad thoughts, using speculation. I'm sorry, I had to do a tirade of their rant real quick. And like I said, the music sounds good. I'm not sure if that punk man or not. They didn't show Kurt Russell that was in there, because when I was doing the freaking thumbnail for this last week, because I know I'm doing the freaking video 4 days later, but this video is probably not coming out till like Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, because it's Sunday night while I'm doing this. Man, Kurt Russell wasn't in there, so I don't know why they showed him when I was doing the thumbnail pictures. I took one of the pictures from CinemaCon. Which, I don't know why I don't do that in Florida or California. They actually do it here in Strip in Vegas, which is so freaky. I don't understand it, but whatever. They didn't show him at all, so I'm surprised. I don't know if they're going to have that other chick too, Olivia Wilde, if she's coming back from the TRON 2010 movie. Or if, like, maybe, what's it called, Daft Punk, maybe they did like another cameo appearance again like they did before. Because, dude, that first soundtrack was, c'est magnifique, bro. Absolute freaking banger, bro. And then the freaking, I remember watching it in 3D too. That shit was, I got my money's worth on that. It was at the older Regal Cinemas too. And this one spot used to be, it's not here in Vegas anymore, but like, it's more in like the regular neighborhoods. And I should say it now. It was called like this place called Texas Station. You look at it now, it's gone. Because I think when the Platinum and Scandal thing happened in 2020, and then like a year and a half later, they knocked all the thing down. They were supposed to build something else after that. I think it was supposed to be like a hockey rink or a big giant outdoor mall, which they shouldn't even waste money on that. Because by the time 2035 or 40 comes around, people aren't even going to be able to go outside no more. Whether because it was another fake bullshit ass disease they're claiming that's not real, that is real. And to make the freaking normies go crazy and the masses lose their crap again, or they're gonna blame it on something else. The only two things I've been hearing so far is because those other two, I don't know if they're real or not so real. Might be plastic, whether it's fabricated or not, because of the whole measles shit and this other disease has been going around. I don't know if that's real. God forbid if it is. I think it's the same as chickenpox, but now they're saying these, fortunately, younger kids, they're not making it, man. A lot of them are slowly, like, they're perishing at an early age. That's sad, dude. It really is. Anyways, yeah, the last small little bit of thing I'll say this. The graphics look nice. The special effects look good. I hope it's an awesome movie. We'll see. Maybe there'll be a video game in it. So, let's get to real quick internet news. Alright, so, I swear to God I wasn't digging my nose. It was just a little allergy. Scratch and stuff. Anyways. This is the one I talked about in my last one. I couldn't find the video. It was NPRH. I know they're mainstream media, but it's the thing, man. All the other material stuff we have in this world, whether we're super poor or super rich, like, none of that matters for me personally, because as long as the food, clothing, and shelter, and water, and even, like, stuff like gas stuff and necessities like that, and even personal protective devices, aka fire fingers, if you want to call them that, instead of fire carms, because I had to censor myself every time I freaking talk. But so it says, this is the one I talked about a little bit, but I couldn't find the article until now. So it says, so far exempt from Mr. Orange Man tariffs, Maple Industries still feels the effects. Says New Hampshire Public Radio. This is the one I was worried about, because somebody that's a huge ass freaking, not like beer or alcohol lover, more of like a syrup, and I love the shit out of waffles. Now this shit's gonna be scary if this shit gets expensive, so I'm gonna have to stop eating waffles altogether now, which sucks. I mean, weight wise, I'll lose a lot of like these pounds, but bro, like freaking food wise, that's gonna really suck for my mouth. Yes, this is the article I got it from here, NPRH. And then this one I just found randomly by myself. So the Express Tribune. Something about virtual VTubers, but any credit due if I can find it. I don't know if I can. Let's see if I can. Hold on one quick second. And no, I can't. The Tribune. This is our VTubers, the future of Japan's virtual VTubers brings anime to life in culture halls. April 13th, AFP. So I guess they're the ones that made it. I'll read a tiny bit of this. Oh, I remember this one. I don't know what to talk about this again. This was like 2020 or 2021. And they made another. I don't know if this is even Chat GPT or not. I'll just read a tiny bit of it. This is the one that tried to be like a rap hip hop artist, but she was like the daughter of the Grim Reaper, Maria Kowalski. I remember this one. I thought she quit the Hololive and she went her own way. I don't know. So it's real quick. So it's platforms like Netflix have had help Japanese anime mainstream. And Mori Kawalapi's Tokyo-based talent agency wants its rosters of virtual VTubers to be the country's next big cultural export. It says, quote, I don't like most streamers, but when I discovered VTubers, I realized, hey, I'm actually into this. And Kawalapi, I just call it Calliope instead of Kawalapi. I remember doing a reaction video on that, like, it was 2021 or 2022 when she talked with those other dudes on Trash Taste with that dude, Joey Beisinger, aka the Anime Man, and the other dude, CW Dog and Gigagook. I remember that. That still freaks me the fuck out, Mom. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get used to it, even though I do watch VTubers occasionally, but I don't know. The only thing that worries the hell about me, especially for Gen Alpha even more than Gen Zers, is that they're gonna end up developing parasocial relationship with somebody you even know what the fuck they look like, IRL. That's extremely, in my opinion, I'm gonna sound like a boomer when I say this, that is extremely fucking dangerous, man. Like, I know I'm gonna sound like a boomer when I say it for real now. Like, you need to go back to the old school basics where a dude meets a chick. Either they do one night stands together, and make sure obviously they're over 18 and up, obviously, and make sure they both get each other's consent, and make sure for a fact that You know, after you get drunk and you do your little one night stand, hokey pokey, like how I did, thank God. I'm so glad I was able to get enough freaking, and it's disgusting, I don't want to do body counts or nothing, but I'm just glad I got a lot of good ass action when I was still in high school and college, because if I didn't, I probably would have unalived myself a while ago. So I'm glad. I can't imagine how much harder it is for Gen Z or boys and Gen Alpha dudes, kids. How it even, they probably can't even communicate, not even just like freaking trying to get a girlfriend or boyfriend, but just simple basic shit. And like those tablets destroyed a lot of those Gen Alpha kids' brains, bro. That's why I'm happy I never got to experience having a kid, a son or daughter, because if I would have had that, we probably would have lived in the mountains like Little House on the Prairie style. Get away from all this technology and just get the fuck out of here, dude, because it's impossible to not even have your phone with you anymore. And in the future, it's probably going to be virtual reality and augmented reality. Like, everyone's probably just going to have, like, the virtual headgear. It's going to be, like, literal Sword Art Online. But it's scarier because it's going to be real life. It ain't going to be a fictional anime fantasy anymore. But let's move on. Yeah, Sequalope, concert attendee Luigi Galvin. They look like anime characters. I like anime, so it was easy to get into the VTuber format that way. The actors behind the VTubers use motion capture techniques to communicate directly online with fans, convey or highlight their comments to characters and other viewers. Nearly half of the VTuber agency's Cover Corp virtual stars under its famous quote HoloLive brand speak primarily English, not Japanese. And the company recently opened a U.S. office to accelerate businesses in North America. Tokyo-based QY research predicts that one niche VTuber market will make almost $4 billion annually worldwide. But oh god, that's another thing I'm nervous about. You know, I shouldn't have a spirit of fear, but I gotta have a spirit of a love, power, and a sound mind. Even though I'm not trying to get religious on you, I'm just saying. Up to $1.4 billion. Oh yeah, they kind of already introduced a lot of normie sheeples on like a lot of normie sheeples and masses, aka dumbass idiots that can't think for themselves. Because we're already kind of like slowly getting to an idiocracy society, man. And by the time I'm probably either 40 or 50, if I'm still breathing, people are probably going to be way. If any people never watched that movie that had Owen Wilson's brother, Luke Wilson, and had like the Moreno black dude, Terry something, I forgot his name, man. The black dude that played Everybody Hates Chris. Terry something, I forgot his fucking name. He was always in the Old Spice commercials at the time. I want to say Terry Rogers, but I think it was Terry something. Damn. Anyways, yeah. That dude, like, he was like the future president of the United States. He was pretending to be like a freaking wrestler, dude. I think he like stole like Hulk Hogan's like style that he did. I'd be surprised in the future we end up living a real life like that. And at that point, I want to be like way out in the forest somewhere in the mountains. I don't want to be near nobody at that fucking point. Because humanity's just getting stupider and stupider, man. I'm not gonna lie. Not saying all you guys that watch me, obviously you guys, big brain motherfuckers. I love every single one of you guys with the shit. But yeah, this stuff is gonna get worse and worse. Yeah, they kind of got introduced to that Gargura shark, last year or the year before, so I think a lot of older people like Gen Xers and Boomers are slowly, not exactly accepting, but they're slowly getting used to seeing these. To them, they probably just, oh, what's this cartoon comic character person talking on the screen? And like, they're probably saying to their grandkids, like, hey, little Jimmy, hey, little Molly, or little Jimmy, or little Timmy, what's that cartoon on the big baseball screen name there? It's probably gonna give the grandma and grandfather a heart attack if they saw that. I'm gonna be surprised if a few of them did have a heart attack or they saw that, because that's something that they weren't used to having during their time period. I mean, the closest they probably would have had to that is probably fireworks. That's it. But yeah, it's getting closer to Uncanny Valley. I said this way back in, what, 2013 or 14? When Japan announced around the same time the whole Attack on Titan anime thing was a thing. I remember doing a real video about like this Uncanny Valley anime characters of Mikasa, Levi, and Aaron Armin. They look like super hyper realistic characters, but you could tell like they look like humans, but they're not humans. They're just anime-esque, like mannequin statues that kind of look like they're human, but you know there's something that's not right about it. And even back then, when I was 25, 26 years old, that still freaked me the fuck out. Just something I wasn't used to seeing. I don't know, but that's something I grew up with, the old school video games and old school futuristic movies and stuff, how the future was going to supposedly be, you know. I really shouldn't be surprised at all. Anyways, this one I'm going to do a separate maybe video on this one. GameCube controllers for the Nintendo Switch 2 seemingly won't work outside of classics. This comes from Silker from My Nintendo News. I haven't read these fools from a while. I'll just read a tiny bit of it here. Nintendo stated for in the fine print in the end of the video detailing for the GameCube controller for Nintendo Classic range on the Switch 2 that the exemplary controller won't work outside of Nintendo Classic ranges. Yeah, so more on that next time. That sucks. So I'm glad I didn't get a freaking GameCube controller mini for that. I would have been really pissed because Nintendo was very, very super stubborn about not doing refunds. So I'm happy I dodged the bullet with that one. And then the last one. This one, I'm surprised. Wait, hold on. This is almost a half hour. Holy shit. I don't know, maybe I might do a separate video on this, because this chick I remember from way back in the day, in 2007 or 08. Like my junior, senior year of high school. Like, this girl was everywhere in old school YouTube, Facebook, even DeviantArt, even a MySpace back then. That's how old this chick is. This girl, I just seen, bro. Like, I remember this chick from way back then. It says, yeah, tech YouTuber with over 7. She only has 7 million. I thought she would have, like, PewDiePie or Mr. Beast levels of subscribers. I thought she would have been like 140 or 150 million subscribers. She only has 7 million? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, tech YouTuber, 7 million subscribers, slammed after a simple 8-word post about Elon Musk. Politics and tech don't miss well, yeah. Just reading this part, not that. Justine Ezrarick has been creating content since 06. Oh, earlier than that. Okay. Just a year after the video streaming platform launched, and is still uploading content to her 7 million subscribers. My God. That's crazy, man. And you know what the stupid thing was? The only thing she said to Elon Musk is Happy President's Day, Mr. Elon Musk. I hope you have a good day. That's all she said. And then out of the work, I don't know if these are like fake bot troll things who were harassing her, or actual real brain dead fools that were giving her a bunch of death threats and shit. We're doing this like, what? At first I thought maybe I thought maybe she might have said something racist or bigoted or something really, really massively controversial or cancel culture sort of thing. Or maybe she said an edgy joke from back in the day that nowadays it really wouldn't fly by as easily as it did in the 80s, 90s, or 2000s compared to now. But that's dumb. Like, what? I thought it was maybe because something she said or did, or maybe she committed a crime, or she committed something real bad. But no, that's all she said. That's insane, dude. Like, society's cooked, man. As the young gens are saying, they're getting cooked. There's nothing we can do. Yeah, anyways, that's all I can say for them out here. Peace out, my sour cutlets and bicycles. I'm going them out. Take it easy. Goodbye. And well, see you in the next one. Take it out. Take it easy. I'm out of here. Stay cautious. See you guys soon. Bye. Take it easy, everyone. See you next time.